even if it's bad.
Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Kwingsletsplays and more Marvel Future Revolution full walkthrough, part 28. Big time Spider-Man saves SAKAAR. Ha, probably not. Sorry about the hour delay. We had to jump on an important call with our license manager, and also we needed to go over some possibly jilted ex-employee information, and not an ex-employee is all I'm gonna say. So because most of the data that, or things that they are leaking on the Twitter are about 4 or 5 years old information, so it's not really current. But we're just going to ignore it as best we can. And yeah, that's what Travis told us to do, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, so, Emily, I'm really proud of you that you're going to sing, may I say a story about singing and being nervous? Okay, I'm going to. So, I was voted, shyest in my entire high school, but I also won the first, concerto aria contest in my high school. So, like, I'm, not to toot my own horn, but pretty good at singing, but, also super shy, so...
I'd say that's an understatement.
Whenever I would, like, try out for a school play, I actually remember my knees would be shaking, and, like, literally one time my knees were, like, knocking together. My friend kind of came with me, but I remember one time, like, all the other girls were, like, and guys were, like, way more outgoing, way more popular than me, and I was just so small. I looked almost, like, invisible. And I remember one time they wanted me to try out. I had to try out, like, in front of everyone. My high school had, like, 2,000 people in it. So, I don't remember how many people were tryouts. It was, like, probably hundreds. But, like, I was so scared. I would practice in my room all the time. And, when I finally got in front of people, it would be, like nothing would come out at all. Because I just was so nervous. Like, one time I just practiced it, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do it. And I belted it out like this jazzy, like, I don't remember what I was singing, but it was some kind of, like, not Rodgers and Hammerstein, but that one jazz, composer. Oh gosh, I can't even remember. The person who wrote Someone to Watch Over Me. So I just was, like, sitting there, like, quietly, like, cross-legged like I am now. Then I got up and I was like, someone to watch over me. And then, like, I just, like, sat down. And, like, I was just completely silent. And I just sat down and, like, put my head down. Like, didn't, like, talk to anyone at all. And then, like, people were just like, whoa, did that just come out of her? And then, like, I don't know. And then I got a chorus part because I was too nervous to do the acting. So basically, I was too freaking shy. So basically, what you should do is don't be me, because I don't want to say, I'm always upset with Luke, like, all the time. Like, oh no, Luke, I'm doing this job. I don't have time to do my music. So make sure you do what makes you happy, even if it's don't be me. Don't waste, like, 15 years of your life and not sing. If you want to sing, just, even if you're singing, you don't feel like it's as good as everyone, just belt out whatever you have inside you, and then it will get better. The more you sing, the more that you will get better at it. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loud for everyone to hear. But seriously, the best way to get better at singing is to sing more. So even whatever is your best, just go with that and sing at that level. But sing, don't be shy, don't make excuses, don't say, oh, I know it's not that good. Just stand there with your legs 1.5 feet apart. You want to put one of your feet, your right foot, a little bit ahead of the left foot. You're going to make sure that your knees are not locked. You're gonna make sure your chest is up high, and you're gonna, like, have your head straight, and then then after that, after you're all, like, robot-like, now you have to, like, relax, like, shake a little bit and relax your body, And now you're going to take it from deep inside in your diaphragm and just pretend that you're singing for your mom or Santa or whoever is happy, a happy person that you would not feel embarrassed about. If you have to close your eyes, that's what I did because I was super shy. If you have to close your eyes, just close your eyes. Don't think about what everyone's thinking about when you're singing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just sing it out as if you're in your kitchen or in your shower. Just sing it to me. Pretend I'm there and I'll be listening to you. Sing it to me, and then after that, just, go back to your seat, and you don't have to talk to anyone or anything. Just do your thing, and then sit down, and then they'll know, like, just for you, just putting an effort into trying your best. I really believe that even if, even if they think there's things you need to work on or whatever, you'll still do really well. Like, they'll still be like, wow, look at the effort Emily put in. And look at her bravery for standing up here to sing. And that means a lot to people. Also, if you don't get in, remember, like, every 10 solos I've ever tried out for, I usually get one of them. So I would lose 10 of them and I'd get one. And I had a lot of girls jealous of me and say, you get all the solos. But that was not true. I did not get all solos. I got more solos than them because I worked harder, because I tried out for more of them. So, just like in soccer, you lose all the shots that you don't take on goal. So you lose every solo you don't try out for. Just try out for all of them. And for the solos that you don't get, just tell yourself, I'm working up, I'm grinding, like you're an RPG player. If you tried out for the solo and you didn't get it, your confidence level for your RPG player is going up. So the next time you try out for the solo, after you've gotten 10 more bars of confidence, then the next solo you do, you're going to get it. Inevitably, if you keep trying out and keep working at it, you will get the solo. It's inevitable. You cannot.
I understood that reference.
It's like an RP. Singing is not what people say it is. They're lying. They're saying, they tell you that singing is you either have it or you don't. Not true. Not true. If you cannot sing, what you do to become a singer is you keep singing. And you keep trying, and you keep practicing, and you keep trying out, and it's inevitable. You will inevitably, if you want it, you will get it. And I promise. I really believe that. Alright, I'm done.
Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome. Now I'm weird, so I'm just gonna go over here.
You're fine. Very cute. Synchronized particles, all that other stuff. So, right, let's do a draw. That's gonna give us... I don't even know what that does. Let's do another draw. What is this? I don't know what that does either.
Nope, my information is completely right. Anyone can sing, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. Even if you're bad at it, if you keep doing it, you'll eventually do it better every time you try.
We have known professional singers in Chicago that can't sing to save their life, and yet they're professionals.
I'm a professional singer also, Ethan. I went, not only did I've won not only have I gone to honors all-state choir, but I also was inducted into the Conservatory of Music at a very professional singing school, and I have worked with a lot of top singers in Pennsylvania and all across the United States. So, your mom may have her opinion, but guess what? I have mine, and my advice does work. And you know what? If you keep trying, and you love what you do, I would feel bad for anyone who had an opinion that believed that people shouldn't keep trying and keep trying to do what they love. So I hope your mom wouldn't be teaching people like that.
Thank you, Amber. Alright, where are you going? Candy? More candy? Okay. Alright, big time, let's do this. Oh my gosh. So, today is going to be a little bit of a rush stream, because, we were on the phone for quite a while, so we don't have a full battery. You see, we got 85% left of the battery today. We had a important war room call, as it's, because we were trying to root out, possible ex-employee leak, and based on the employees we talked to tonight, there is no leak. And like I said, the information is dated by several years, which did give some cause for alarm for a minute there, but based on our conversation, it's not up-to-date information. You know, but it is what it is. Travis told us not to talk about it. Another employee told us not to talk about it, so we're not going to really mention anything. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys giving heads up because I had no idea because I wasn't on social media tonight. I was getting ready. I just finished my soup, and I was ready to start the stream at around 7:45. And, of course, that didn't happen. But that's okay. So we're going to do some side missions to try to up Spidey as much as possible. And then maybe we'll increase our squad rank a little bit. This is mostly a grinding stream tonight. Then there is a sponsored stream afterwards for a new Switch game. In fact, there's going to be a lot of sponsored streams the next couple weeks because, well, I'm handling PR for our company now. And after some tips from our head PR guy, I've managed, which I don't know how I did it, but I have 6 new games that we'll be covering as live streams and previews. And one of those games tomorrow is a sponsorship with Sega with Super Monkey Ball, which I'm still amazed. I was very nervous talking with Sega. I haven't spoke to what I consider a AAA developer in some time. And, you know, the PR guy went over, our PR manager went over my email after it was sent, which I wish he would have done it before I sent it, but he said, "You did a great job." And the lady got back to me, and, you know, yeah. Have a lot of weird things that are going to be happening. There's going to be some in-video advertisements for mobile games, which I'm excited to do. So you guys will see a commercial that I will actually air during our live streams for select mobile games that'll last for about a 10-minute commercial, and that'll be happening sometime later in October for a mobile game that I've actually tried out that's actually pretty good, but I'm just giving you heads up, it is a gacha game, so be careful if you you know, buy what I'm selling you, because it is a game where you're going to spend money because you're going to want cool stuff. Yeah. So there'll be in-video ads for that and possibly some mukbang-related stuff for snack food. Yummy. Which I don't like eating food that comes from the internet, but Amber's like, I want to do it. So, I don't know.
Never mess with international food through the mail when death is on the line.
I don't like that. It bothers me.
I feel like,
even though this company is from Asia, it still bothers me. I just don't feel comfortable eating food that comes in the mail.
It's fine.
It's just me. I don't know.
I mean, I don't really feel comfortable either, but I'm desperate, so I'll just do it. Yep.
So there's going to be some mobile ads happening, and they won't be mobile uploads. They will be in-video ads because I've always wanted to do in-video ads. So I don't think it's Raid Shadow Legends this time. I think they're a bunch of anime mobile games, which I'm pretty excited about. And nothing against Raid, but it's not that I didn't like the game. It's just the game is kind of weird. It was a weird game. I like some of these anime games that kind of remind me of, what's the name of that one anime game that I did last year? I wanted to do more of it, but I got stuck. I can't remember the name of it. I have it on my PS5 too. Oh well. And so the big thing that's going to be happening is hopefully the Nickelodeon thing comes through, because I really want to do that Nickelodeon game.
Was this the people that were over here?
Huh?
These were the people?
No.
Oh.
No.
So look at their about section. If those were the people that were like
no
on there?
There was no avatar. And no avatar, honey.
Okay.
I think the people were just using their name. We're not gonna pay any attention.
Yeah.
We're told not to, so. Oops.
Nope, there's gonna be mukbang.
Yep, it's gonna be a mukbang thing. Most likely, if the company gets back to us. I'm not eating it. I will be behind the camera like when Amber used to do unboxings. I will be behind the camera, and I'm gonna have a gas mask in case the food is not safe. And I will also have my phone handy in case I need to dial 911 if Amber starts to exhibit symptoms of poisoning.
Here's my thing though, like, oh, I won't go into it, but if somebody was giving advice on something like that, I would definitely not be like, hey, don't listen to their advice. That would be super rude, so I would never do that to somebody else, so thank you. Anyway, yeah, we're definitely going to do, mukbang stuff. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do international snacks.
That's what it sounds like, yeah. And assuming they get back to us, I don't know if they're going to get back to us. I mean, they say they like our content. They watch us in Korea, so I mean, hey. I have a fear of eating food from the mail. It's just not something I can do. I wish I could, but I just can't. It's too much. It makes me anxious just thinking about it. I know that, you know, small startup companies have to send stuff out and things like that, but I just I get nervous thinking about it, more or less. But anyway, hopefully you guys having a good night. And again, sorry for the late stream. I was supposed to start a while ago and I did not. So, but I couldn't because this is my phone.
We had to kind of handle something on the phone, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day today, and yeah, I mean, like, it shouldn't be, I mean, I don't really understand, that's weird, a weird comment, but yeah, no, it's just eating snacks. I don't see what would be gross about eating some international fun snacks. I don't see what would be gross about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, eating pretzels isn't gross. So,
it's basically, you know how like
unless people think Asian food is gross. No, it's
just gonna be like different types of chips and candies and
like eating chips wouldn't be gross. So
yeah,
there's nothing gross about it.
Every culture has like different snack foods. I'm pretty sure that the gift package that comes mostly has food from like Korea, China, and Philippines, things like that. I don't think that they're gonna send us like escargot or something weird like that. I mean, French,
of course not.
French
just
people,
snacks.
Yeah, French people like different foods.
It'll probably
like
be some. There might be some dried squid in there.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be. But
I've actually never tried snails before.
The thing is, the only thing that I'm nervous about is they want it filmed mukbang style. They want to see the person eat it and upload it and get their reaction. Because that's what their company is all about, is they want to see how people interact with their, you know, stuff.
Yeah, but it won't really be like a mukbang video where you sit there and eat 90 chicken wings.
No, you don't.
It'll just be like...
It'll
just be a video where you eat a few different snacks.
Yeah, something like that.
It won't be like you stuff yourself and have food all over you.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be...
It's basically you're doing a food review, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, so, just like, so if you guys see some weird comments, in the chat, just kind of ignore them. We once in a while do get really weird, people trying to, like, take our channel down or something. It's just really weird. But, honestly, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it, so.
I mean, I thought I was having, I did a good thing with Google today and everything.
Yeah, no, you were doing great.
Well.
I mean, honestly, you know, all YouTubers do the same things. You know, they have to go from different networks. People don't like them at certain networks. They wish they were there. They wish they didn't leave at certain networks. You know, YouTubers have people that they have to end up banning from their chat. Those people end up getting really angry and coming back and trying to flag their channel and take their channel down. I mean, YouTubers deal with all the same problems. It's just once in a while you get you know.
Well, I can say something.
Once in a while you get people that just get in a huge group and they want to try to take your channel down.
I can say one fun thing. Some of the stuff going around about me isn't true. One of them in particular is saying that we have a bad relationship with Machinima. Our channel manager at Machinima, who was a dear friend of ours, who we knew for several years,
he actually asked us back.
He was at another company.
Oh yeah.
But he found out that some bad things were happening with the Warner Brother merger with Machinima, and he gave us heads up to find another network for our biggest channel, because he had a fear that which actually happened is Machinima, when they went under, all their partners were removed immediately. That means like 100,000 people were out of a job. In terms of content creators. Some of the biggest content creators that I knew at Machinima, Maximilian dude, he was not able to get paid for several months.
Yeah, and then for that would have like killed us.
Oh yeah, that would have ruined us. So, I'm not going to say who my friend was at Machinima, but he was very big with us, very good friend of ours. He went on to work at Warner Brothers and became one of my inside contacts for about 4 years before he went to another job.
Yeah.
And he gave us heads up, and we left Machinima on good terms. We were one of the very few creators that had no beef with Machinima. So this supposed Twitter leaker is saying that we have like haters at Machinima. It's possible.
Yeah.
But nobody that worked at Machinima, because we were not one of the loud people complaining about Machinima not paying us, because we were already gone 3 or 4 months before they went under. So I mean, that's a lie that is easily debunked.
It's basically somebody, like, I think maybe trying to, I don't know, do something.
I don't know.
They're trying to like threaten us or something. So it's just, you know, like,
I am a tyrant.
Over the years, like. Yeah, like when we first started our channel, I tried to be as nice as possible to everyone. As your channel continues to grow, you know, you have people causing disruptions in your chat, you have people trying to take down your channel, you have people trying to flag you. As you've been on YouTube over like 10 years, you cannot be, I try to be a nice person and do this, you cannot be, if you've been on YouTube for more than 6 years, you cannot be a nice person anymore and continue to do YouTube. You just cannot. It's impossible.
It's a cutthroat business. It really is.
It's impossible. We've had channel managers that have literally been expecting us to scream at them, and they were confused when we didn't yell at them because everyone else that worked with them screamed at them all the time. So, like, this business is like a kind of business where people yell at each other all the time, threaten each other legally. You know, you always have people trying to threaten your channel, tell you that you're nothing, that you're going to be taken down in a day. So you have this going on all the time. So at some point, you know, you get that one person spamming hi in the chat, and you just like lose it, and you're just like, you're banned. So it's like you get to the point where, I don't know, I try to be as nice and kind as I can. But it's really weird that this person is writing things like, oh, you're not very nice, or you've left networks, or, you know, views are down. It's like, well, views are down across YouTube. Every YouTuber leaves networks, and there's no nice person that works on YouTube. I guarantee you. The only nice person that works on YouTube is someone who's been there less than a year. Because after you've worked more than a year on YouTube, you're not nice anymore. You cannot be. You either have to leave YouTube and work another job and work with Mother Teresa, or you stay on YouTube and you don't become
Mother
nice.
Teresa? Yeah, okay.
You either have to go work with Mother Teresa after the first year, or you have to stay on YouTube and you're not nice anymore.
Yep.
And that is the truth of the matter. So, like, you know,
I mean, I can testament to this. I have never, out of all the bad things that have happened to me with YouTube networks, I have never raised my voice to them. I have never sworn at them over the phone. I have demanded and been assertive and told them to drop my channel.
Yeah.
But I
You
never,
have to, though.
I never yelled at them. I never insulted them.
You have to stand up for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise they'll take your livelihood. They'll take your channel.
I did threaten legal action to 2 networks, and one of them dropped me right away, and the other one we had to go back and forth with some litigation. But
every
I
YouTuber does
I
that.
still did not like really essentially. Well, that one in a sense would be called burning bridges, but I never did anything rude, I guess you could say. I was, they voided their contract, and I caught them on it, and I wanted out. And they were making me lose money, and I hate losing money, so I wanted out. Basically. So I got a little New York on them.
You can still be a decent person with integrity without being necessarily nice. That's like a line I feel like you have to eventually learn to figure out how to do the right thing. You may not always do what seems to be nice, but you can treat people with decency and respect, but if they start crossing over the line to try to take your business, your livelihood, steal your everything, your ideas, force you to change your channel for them, you have to draw the line and then like tell them where to get off. So like you can't necessarily always be nice. You have to like act with integrity and honesty and good business sense.
Says this one, I'm beating up giant dinosaurs.
So anyway, that's all I have to say. Like, years ago.
Oh look, I got a Spidey friend.
Years ago, like,
I guess we're doing this.
People had this idea of us that was like, oh wow, like, I'm gonna be them, and like they're the perfect couple on YouTube, and you can do no wrong. And like even back then, like we were just human beings. We never tried to say that was us. People just said that about us, and then when they would hear something like, oh, a network didn't like you, or somebody didn't like you that worked with you, then they would get so shocked and make these videos like, oh my gosh, someone doesn't like the K-Wings, oh my gosh, my whole viewpoint of them is ruined.
I'm actually surprised we don't have more videos.
It's like, well, why did you have that image in your mind to begin with? Like, do you even understand how cutthroat this business is? Like, I'm not saying I'm a mean person, but I'm saying a lot of YouTubers don't like each other. They don't work together well. They don't. You just have to keep doing your thing and staying in your lane. You just have to try your best.
It's like running a race. Like you don't. I mean,
When you
we're
go
not going out of our ways and like
Yeah,
taking
we
a
don't-
bat to the runner's legs before the
Yeah,
race.
We don't try to. I mean, we just mainly keep our head down and do our own thing. But
Yeah.
you can't keep people from not liking you.
No.
Like, people are gonna not like you. You might not even know until 10 years later. Then you'll find out they didn't like you. It's like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. So
if things got rough, and I basically, I had a guy who would yell at people if things were not moving fast enough, and I gave people some time, and then I was like, I'm very stressed about this. I need you to handle this, and then they would go and, the day after I'd be out of the network. So I don't know what they did. I gave them permission. I trust them. I still trust them with my life to this
well,
day.
you have a lot of friends that
And,
you trust online that
yeah.
help you out.
And I talked to him tonight, and I can't really do a lot without
we
him.
had
still.
a company that didn't pay us for like 3 months. We've never gotten that payment back.
No.
If we had that payment back, we would have no debt
Nope.
right now.
Yep.
You asked for it.
So yeah.
Yep.
So it's
But I just, I want to apologize to you guys. That's why we were late. We had, we kind of had to talk to some very key individuals because it was important. So,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know. It felt like there was, sometimes there's a lot of good stuff that happens and a lot of bad stuff happens at the same time. The YouTube legal people, and then this social media thing, and then all the good stuff that I'm doing with being trained by my PR managers, training me to be a decent PR representative for my own company. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Crazy day.
I always try to treat people better than they treat me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I know I'm never gonna get that back from people I work with on YouTube. They're never gonna treat me as good as I'm treating them, because people just don't treat each other right in the business. But I mean, you have to.
There are a few good eggs.
There are some people that are good, yeah. But I'm
the
just
guy
saying,
at Google's really nice.
yeah. And there's some people that we know that have been really awesome to us, and like that are really awesome to us. But you know, I mean, you have a platform that has the potential to, you know, you have this platform where you can actually, if you really wanted to, you know, you could take one of your family members' computers, throw it out the window, film it, and then get 1 million views. I mean, like, you could put anything on YouTube and get money for it. I mean, like, this is the kind of business where people that are not...
That doesn't sound very nice.
I know, don't do that.
Don't
but
do
I'm just
that.
saying, like, this is the kind of business where if you're not a nice person, you could do very well at. And people that are not nice people, they do very well at. And those are the kind of people that we have to work with a lot. And,
I don't think I'm supposed to fight
you
this
know,
thing.
if we don't want to, if they don't want us to do, if we don't want to do everything they want us to do, then yeah, they're gonna be mad, of course.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just it was an interesting night. We also were prepping. Tomorrow is a stressful day for us because we're going to our new network, which is actually working with a dear friend of ours who we are so excited to work with again. This is a wonderful human being we've known for like 12 years, and you know, it's been pretty bumpy since the spring. We don't know a lot of these new people here, but I can tell you, even though I've gotten a little maybe wordy and maybe like a little lawyerish with my wording with the current network where we're at, as far as I know, it's been very professional, like our parting. I haven't burned any bridges with them. I haven't yelled at them. I haven't done anything that would be considered like inappropriate, and most of the people who work there are women, so they don't feel threatened by me, as far as I know. And should something happen to my friend's network, maybe we'll come back to this place, because they did, even though they're kind of incompetent, in terms of like YouTube and things like that, they are nice people. I just feel that they don't know how to run a YouTube network. I feel that if they gave me their jobs, I would do a better job, along with the team that I would hire to do it. But I don't own a CMS, so that, of course, is impossible. But tomorrow, you know, that business thing, I think it's going to go pretty well. And I don't think there's going to be any hurt feelings or things like that. It's just business. And should everything go well and, you know, a lot of our videos not get hit from copyright tomorrow, I should be in a great mood, because I really like working with this friend of mine. So, hey, I found this device and a few empty vials. Oh, wow, empty vials? I don't know what those are. Send me all the data from that device. I need to check something.
Like,
okay.
If you guys heard a lot of the older, like videos where, like, between 2012 and 2013 and 14, I would say Luke handled most of the business aspect of YouTube, so I was not involved. So I was a lot happier then. So like,
yeah.
Once I actually became involved in like trying to help Luke and listen on phone calls, or I saw the emails from people and how just really bad
Things
like,
that people are saying bad about us, all kinds of stuff.
Just really, when I started to actually try to help more with the channel, I saw the comments, I saw like what network managers said, I saw everything. I think that's when I completely changed personality, and this like became like, this was so much different for me. YouTube became so different for me. Like, I was never the same.
Can I read?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sweetie. Wait, is this him? Sorry to say, but I don't think he'll be much help in a lab anymore. Oh, Rox, you poor fool. It didn't have to be like this. I wish I could cure him, but our research on mutation reversal is still incomplete. The damage he could do before then, we can't take that risk. He could hurt so many innocent people. You have to stop him, I'm afraid. There's no other option. Wait, I need to go destroy your husband?
At the end of the day, people have to put food on the table.
Exactly. I mean...
Struggle, so it's like customer service. It's
yeah.
like, here's my thing with YouTube, and I don't know how Luke feels about this, but this is my thing.
I mean, you can ask.
If you wanted to be a phenomenal YouTuber and super happy all the time and never let anything get to you, then you would need to hire somebody else to read all your comments and deal with the network.
All the emails.
Because once you hear everything the network is saying to you, everything the comments are saying to you, everything that different like companies are saying to you, etc. Like we've actually had usually most gaming companies we work with, every single one has been phenomenal. There's only one gaming company that we worked with that literally I feel like they were swearing at us and threatening not to pay us, and that's why we never work with mobile hardly ever again. And that was that company where we had to, oh no, it wasn't mobile, it was Flash.
It was a Flash game company, yeah.
And that game was like, we redid their video. We must have redone it 4 times. And we were losing money every single time, and their game was a piece of garbage, and like they told us that we would get like over $1,000, which we really needed because we could not pay our rent that month. And we did the video so many times we were actually losing money.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it, they just swore at us, and I don't think they paid us, or they may have paid $50 or something. That was the worst, and they said horrible things about us, like in email and everything.
They paid us. They paid us what they paid us what they said we were worth. They gave us $100, and then they, it was
after we did the video for them like 4 times.
And they said the contract was for $1,000, and they gave us $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to say their game was phenomenal in the video.
And it was a terrible game.
And it was like one of the worst games we ever played.
Yep. That's why you get, you get smarter and stuff as you get older. I gotta read this. My gauntlets, they've all left. I won't leave here without any. Yeah. Hey. Whoa, you shouldn't be out here, old man. The gamma radiation is crazy high. You need to come with me now. Who are you supposed to be? Some sort of hero? I was the real hero once. The one true champion of SAKAAR. Back before the maestro, that is. Me and my trusty gauntlets won every tournament. And what did I get in return? Yeah, that madman banished me here. Thought I'd break me here, but I survived. Sadly, my gauntlets weren't so lucky. You're risking your life for some old gloves? Did one of them happen to be an infinity gauntlet? What? You just don't get it. Those gauntlets were more than just weapons. They're like a part of me, you fool. Losing them is like losing a piece of my soul. When they shattered, well, I guess I did too. I won't leave here until I've found them, or what's left of them. Okay, I totally get it. Just promise me you'll go back to town once I collect the pieces, alright? Well, I mean, that's actually a decent amount of experience, so.
Alright, here's like the difference. Like, if you work with a good network, my impression of a good network is either a network in which they will actually give you tips that actually will help your video to be seen in the search engine and help you get offers that will actually give you money.
Ad sales.
And they will help you with ad sales so you can actually improve your business.
Mm-hmm.
If you work with a network that's not good, then every time you upload a video, they will like literally write everything that they felt that you did wrong in that video and how everything you're doing is making your channel go down and how everything you're doing is your fault. When in reality, their whole job is supposed to be helping you with whatever you're doing to make that better.
Mm-hmm.
So when they sit there and you have to listen to every single thing that they say you're doing wrong, like they say your art doesn't look good enough, you're not playing the right games, you shouldn't upload it these times, you shouldn't stream it so much, you shouldn't stream so little, you shouldn't do long streams, you shouldn't do short streams. They keep making you switch everything around over and over again to the point where you don't even know what your channel is anymore. And
that's a good explanation of that, actually.
You're just like, what the? And then at the end of the day, then they blame it on you anyway. That's the worst kind of network, and they don't even help with ad sales or anything. That's the worst kind. The best kind of network is a network that will leave you alone, let you do you, let you decide. You're the creator. You should decide what you want on what kind of content you want. And they should help you, like, hey, will this help you? Do you want this offer? Do you want this new gaming chair? And you do a video on it?
Mm-hmm.
They would help you get those kind of offers because that's their job as a network. There are very few networks that are good networks. There are very few.
Travis's network was.
Most of the networks that you will encounter are the bad kind that I just described. Most of them are.
And our friend's network that we're going to is like that.
So when you're in a bad network, which 90% of them on YouTube are, or there's to some degree, like you get 60% of that. So basically, when you're in a bad network, then you have to actually keep responding to those emails every day, explaining why your videos are so bad. And then after that, then you have to make videos again and be in a good mood after they tell you that you suck every single day. So basically, it doesn't help. Okay, it would be better if you didn't have a network at all. So basically, yeah, it is like customer service, but it's more like it's almost like instead of customer service, it's like every single person who you work with is a Karen. Because your boss is a Karen.
Oh, wow.
It would be like the customer is your boss. It's like, and they tell you every day the coffee's not good enough. Every single day. And it's never good enough. That's what it is like working with that.
I know what I want to
YouTube
say.
network.
I want to say, I found one thing funny, how Amber is considered a prisoner. Amber's the only one with a valid license, and she has the car and she can leave at any time. Technically, I can't leave the house because I have nowhere to go. Because, I mean, Amber could, if she wanted to, she could take my car and go to, like, Cleveland or something, and I wouldn't know about it until I woke up. Like, if she left during the day, I would wake up at, like, 4 or 5 o'clock and the house would be empty. So, I mean, you know, she has access to all the bank accounts. She, you know, it's, Amber is not a prisoner. I'm not, like, some type of horrible dictator that is deciding what my wife does for a living. I love working with Amber. If she doesn't want to work with me, you know, that's one thing. But, I mean, she's not doing things against her will. That was pretty weird. Even some ex-employees never said anything like that. So, yeah, that kind of took me for a loop because I was like,
it's like,
wow.
yeah, it's like it's so Chad says like they're trying to tell. Thank you for keeping us in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate that, Scribe Sorcerer. And just to clarify, like, well, it doesn't even matter, but never mind. I won't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you look a bit longer than I would have, but you lived up to your word. Now live up to mine and return the town as promised. Return to town. These old gauntlets may be in pieces now, but what they stand for can't be broken. I'll do my best not to forget that again.
No, it's not that they're... Okay, let me explain what it's like working for a network, and a lot of networks are like this. Let me explain, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys understand what I'm saying, and some people are still a little confused, but like, basically, let me explain, okay? It is like working on YouTube is like just coming out of Harvard with a business degree.
Okay.
And then you're working your job at an entry-level position, and then your boss is 14 years old, and they're critiquing everything you're doing.
That's a good explanation.
That is what it is like being a YouTube content creator.
That is actually pretty close, yeah.
The people... Oh my gosh, I cannot even go into this. Let me just describe to you a situation, and this is a typical situation that we have encountered. And these people, if you don't do what they say, they get upset at you, and then you have a bad... Okay, let me explain. So, we had one manager, and we've gone through many.
We've gone through many, okay.
We've had one manager many networks ago that tried to explain to us that even though our thumbnails were very good and our content was very good, went over to his channel.
Oh! I remember
and
this!
Showed us his thumbnails and his ideas and his content.
I know what this is.
And his channel had 10 subscribers. And we had 500,000.
No, we had less than. We had 300,000.
We had 300,000. And his views on his videos were like 3 views. And he was explaining to us that we needed every day. He was disappointed with how our videos were doing. They should be getting thousands more. So we should try to take our thumbnails design and readjust it to what his looked like. And he had 3 views on his videos. Now, I know not all of you guys have a degree from Harvard Business School, but how many of you guys think that would be a good idea? Because he had 3 views on most of his videos. And at the time that he was talking to us, most of our videos were at least above 10,000, if not way more.
No, there was more. We were averaging about 30,000 a video.
We were averaging 30,000 a video, and he wanted us to be more like 1 million. So with his logic, to get to that 1 million views, we should try to base our thumbnail design off of somebody with 3 views. And this is not the worst idea that we've ever had from a network. These are the actual things that we have to sit in network calls for like 3 hours a day sometimes, or we have to stay up till 3 in the morning and talk to people overseas. And then if we tell them, I don't think that's a good idea, they just sit there silently and are like, I want you to try this for a week. And we really want to say, this will kill our channel. Like, you will destroy our channel. Like, no one will watch this. Like, this is the worst. I mean, we just want to be like, this is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. But then if our views go down, even if our views go down a few views or anything, then they'll be like, see, you should have tried it. But even when we do what they say, even when we change everything for them, even when we change our upload times, everything, and then we go back in and then we go, see, now we have lost $1,000 this week. You know, like, hey, buddy, maybe you should, like, give that back to us because we need that for taxes. No, they're just like, oh, I guess that didn't work. Well, let's try something else. It's like, no, your last 500,000 ideas did not work. Please leave us alone and let us do our job. And then in addition to that, then they go through... I remember that.
I understand that reference.
Then they go through our channel and talk about everything else. You know, maybe you should do more... Like, they'll go through... They literally, network managers will literally go through, like, we've had, from 2006 until now, 2021, this said 15 years of content. Okay, maybe 2008 it started. We'll say 13 years of content.
2007.
Right? So, think of something that happened in the past. What was really big in the past? Tobey Maguire, was that after 2008, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man? Just think of anything that happened in the past. Say Iron Man 1 came out a while in the past. I don't know when that
2007 was the last Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Alright, so 2007 there was a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And then at that time, in 2007, we did a game. You know, based on the 2000, or probably,
yeah,
we probably
Spider-Man
did
3.
a game based on that.
It was our first video.
So here is the kind of idea a network manager would have in 2021. Let me explain to you what they are like. I will explain to you. This is, I'm not joking, this is actual reality. They will be like, wow, this game from 2007 did really good. You should play this again now. It's like, no, it came out, what? It's like, no, we played it because it came out at the same time as the movie. Like, the movie did not re-release now. We're not going to play it again. But that's just what they do. They just go back and they're just like, wow, you're really successful then. You should just do this again.
I want to say something.
It's like, no,
I want to show,
it won't work again.
I want to tell you what it was, what it's like working with our friend. So my best friend Travis, right, as you guys know, was like one of the young entrepreneurs of YouTube networks. His ideas were like this. Uh-oh, the game jammed up. No, we lost the network.
Yes.
No, wait.
And may I just say, yes, a lot of YouTube network managers are under 22.
They are under 22.
They are.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. You guys, yes. And many of them have never had any experience at all.
They just have a what is that? A communications degree?
And we have to sit there for hours and listen to their ideas when we've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
Go ahead, why don't you explain?
Okay, so the difference between Travis and other people, like Travis would be like, hey, I just want to spitball with you real quick. There's a new Spider-Man movie coming out. Amazing Spider-Man, right? Okay, what I want you to do for Foxidle is, all right, this is in reality. This is the reality, okay? What I want you to do, Luke and Amber, is play Spider-Man. Whatever Spider-Man game you can do all month. I don't care what Spider-Man game it is. Amazing Spider-Man is coming out. Amazing Spider-Man 2 2014. We're doing a Spider-Man month on the channel. Bust out the Game Boy, take out your GameCube, get I want to see Spider-Man on the channel and have fun with it. Like, do 2 Spider-Man series, release it 1 video a day, you know, and he says we're going to hit that trending. And sure enough, Travis's ideas whenever there was a big movie, whenever there was a new TV show, he also wanted us to do cross-play between the Nightwing 01 and the Let's Play channel. Travis was one of the smartest YouTube people ever, and YouTube got rid of him. Like, Travis could have, like, if PewDiePie was, like, Travis's manager, PewDiePie would be even bigger than he is today.
Here's the difference between
Easily.
good network managers and bad ones. One difference. Bad YouTube managers look at what you did 10 years ago and think you can somehow recreate it, even though it's not even 2007. It's not even the 2000s anymore. It's like saying, oh, why don't you play Darkwing Duck or do a weird rap with Darkwing Duck and, you know, act like someone from the 90s. That will be really great. Then everyone will watch that. It's like, no, that was popular 10 years ago, so we're not going to do that again. Good network managers would actually look at the current situation, such as that there's a global zombie apocalypse, that people are not really playing console games as much, a lot of people are playing mobile. A good network manager would actually look at reality now and not worry about what happened in the past. No one's going to be as popular as they were in the past. YouTube, newsflash for everyone, is dying. People with 12 million subscribers are getting less than like 100,000 views a video. That would be that would be like us getting less than 10 views a video. Nobody's getting views. So, you know, basically YouTube managers that work actually do not focus on what you did 10 years ago. They focus on reality now. What would be important now, you know? Like, how could you, what is trending now? Not what was trending in 2007 when your channel was popular. What is trending now? How can you make it better now?
So let's use a key example. So we actually have Google Contacts now. I wish I could say that the YouTube Shorts was our idea. Since we knew we'd be working with this Google guy come October, back, what was it, July or something, our first like actual video call with him when he said that he's been appointed as our actual like manager through Google. He told us about the YouTube Shorts beta, and he says, I'm going to activate the beta on your channel, and I want you guys to think about making YouTube Shorts. Just do, he said, 1 a week. I was like, I'll do you one better. I'm going to do 1 a day. And he's like, how are you going to do 1 YouTube Short a day? I said, I'm going to take clips from our 9,000 videos that aren't in the search engine, which you said are out of the search engine. And he's like, that's actually a really smart idea. But I was not the one that came up with the YouTube Shorts idea, like for our channel. That was the Google rep. The Google rep sat down with us and was like spitballing some ideas when he wasn't even really technically supposed to help us yet. That is that's a good manager. That's a guy who knows how to do his job. I think the YouTube Shorts now have accumulated about 100,000 views collectively, and there's 47 of them. You know, they're mostly working. The playlist is getting attention. It's getting attention on the YouTube Shorts algorithm thing. You know, that was that dude's idea for us to consider doing shorts, but just like 1 a week or something like that. He also wants us to open a TikTok.
So, in addition to, like, basically what you have is, say you did go, my analogy, so you went to Harvard Business School, you have the degree, you come into your office to work, you have a 14-year-old child who's your boss, and then that 14-year-old child is working for a huge conglomerate that every time you don't do what that 14-year-old child says, then they come really hard down on you and get angry at you. And so, like, yeah, working for a YouTube network it's absolutely...
Oops.
It would be like it's insanity.
This is a cutscene, honey. That's Rhodey's armor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's War Machine, I think. Or maybe that's Iron Man's armor. So cool, a suit of Iron Man armor. I call dibs. That's one of Tony's early designs. It's been stripped of all its weapon systems and advanced functions. It's just a fancy hunk of metal now. Still looks dope, though. Maybe not. Every suit I've ever built had a lot of code baked into it. That kind of data is hard to erase. Maybe if I can access it, we can get some insight on SAKAAR's own version of yours truly. Try using the code I'm sending you to access the armor's internal memory systems now.
Honestly, I think I would be a good YouTube manager.
Probably.
But people would probably scream at me a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you would deal well with other people yelling at you.
I have worked a job where people screamed at me all the time, though.
Yeah, no, it was retail.
No, insurance.
Oh, that's
I had
right.
people scream at me when a tree fell on their car.
Yeah.
I got really used to that, actually. It was comforting.
Nobody should get used to that.
Well, no, I would just hold the phone and then put it down on the table until they were done. And then when they were done, I was like, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me go grab your file. Thank you. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Take that.
Then I put it down again. I would say the same thing every time. Like, I would feel bad, but like, people had a tree fall in their car every day, so it just like, it's just like another, but like, I mean, thanks for the kind words, everyone, and it's, it's funny that once in a while we get someone that's like, I know, there's been, certain things with certain networks, and it's like, do you even know what it's like being there's no YouTuber that doesn't have issues with networks they're with. Like, there's not a single one. Not a single one, because I know this for a fact, because a lot of the YouTube network managers that we work with thought we were going to scream at them, and we didn't. Which proves to me that most YouTubers scream at their network managers. A lot of them do.
And Travis told us he had people yell at him all the time.
Which proves to me that we're actually a lot nicer than most. So when somebody is kind of like coming out of the woodwork, like trying to say, I think you've had issues with people in the past and I know things about you, it's like, well, do you even know what being a YouTuber is? Like, this is not a job where you're like, a ballerina tiptoeing like quietly across the stage. Like, people are always in weird phone calls, and they're always disagreeing. That's just what the whole job is.
Ow.
Like, it's just, But what really it doesn't even matter. What I really don't like is when, they go through your videos and they say, like, you shouldn't do this, nobody basically, they're almost like haters, but you work for them. Like, they say all the things that your haters say, but they're your boss. Like, they sit there and they tell you everything wrong with you. And then you have to sit there on the call like, okay.
Darn.
And even if they say, like, well, like, if you have a new idea or something, like, you have to, like, run it by them. Like, oh, I really want to do this cool video thing where I'm Spiderman, I jump around, it'll be funny. And, you put yourself out there. You tell the network manager, this is going to be funny, I really want to do this fun idea. Like, why am I even asking you this anyway? This is my channel, but whatever. I guess there's this weird thing called new network manager, so I have to talk to you about it, which is really odd, but whatever. You don't anyway. So you talk to them, and then they constantly shoot your ideas down. That's what networks managers do. They're there to break your spirit, basically. They'll be like, yeah, Spider-Man isn't popular at all, and also your voice for him sounds stupid. You shouldn't even try that. That won't get any views. Like, that is literally, I mean, I don't know if they've said those exact words, but that is the kind of stuff that they will actually say to you. I've heard them say stuff like that. Yeah. They've said, this idea doesn't work, it's stupid, you shouldn't even try that. It's almost like the network manager is there every day in the morning to say, you should just give up, you might as well just jump off a bridge now. I mean, that's what they should basically say to you, because that's what network managers say. That's the kind of stuff they say all the time.
Yeah, Amber heard a lot of fun phone calls over the past couple of years.
And so it's like, right after that, then you're like, okay, it's time to record! And it's like, oh my gosh, like, couldn't we do this after we record? Like, I don't know.
It's all based on their availability, not ours,
I know.
unfortunately. All right,
just,
so let's
yeah.
let's continue the
So let's
story.
just continue the story.
Let's continue
But
the
yeah,
story.
so basically, if you want to be a really good YouTuber, what you're gonna do is you are gonna sit there and listen to him shoot your idea down. You're gonna have your great idea about Spider-Man jumping around. And you're gonna listen to him, and you're gonna hear that him or her, your network manager, go, "That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard, and your Spider-Man voice sounds stupid, and you shouldn't try it." And you're gonna sit there, and you're gonna go, "Oh, okay, thanks for the feedback," holding back the tears. And then, then after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch a funny video about Spider-Man, and then you're gonna make that video, and then you're gonna post it.
And then it's not going to get any views.
Then it's not going to get any views. It doesn't matter because you needed to post it. And then you have your network manager. He's going to call you or email you in the morning and be like, "Why did you do this? I told you not to do this." As if it matters to him. He gets paid either way, whether you survive or not. I don't even know why they act like they care, because they don't.
Okay.
Alright, let's just be honest. They're not getting commission off of if you do well or not. They're just there to try to break your spirit every morning. So, you know, you will get an email or a message that's like, "Why did you make this video? It didn't do well. I thought we agreed you wouldn't do this." Okay. And then you basically would write a comment in response saying,
Ember.
"Oh, I'll get back to you on this in a bit. I'm out with friends."
Can I?
And that's how it works.
I'm right here trying to continue the story on
Alright,
it.
I'm done.
It's okay. Alright, here we go. The Iron Man armor. Let's fix it. Alright. Gamma arc reactor test 131. I've increased gamma absorbency levels, but something unexpected happened. When tested on a specimen mutated by gamma radiation, its physical functions stopped after 15% of the gamma energy. Not only that, but the gamma energy absorbed made the reactor extremely unstable. Could we use this thing to take down not-so-jolly green giant? Maybe. But we could also end up blowing all of SAKAAR sky high in the process. Well, that's not good. We need a stronger magnetic field and gamma absorption controller if we want this to work. Bruce is working hard to make that happen, but I'm not sure if we could take the risk. End of test report. I hate to say it, but I can't disagree with me. The basic theory and design may be sound, but clearly the device isn't. Ow. If you're planning to use it, you could do more damage than good. Even if you brought it back to me, it might take me months to get it right. We don't have months. The Maestro's army is moving against us as we speak. But without the gamma arc reactor, we can't stand a chance against him. He's too strong. I can complete it myself. I know I can. All I need is those parts you've gathered. Oh, wow. That seems incredibly dangerous, Rhodes. Very dangerous. I don't know if this is a smart idea, but I'm glad to be a part of it. Mostly. No.
I'm sorry for ranting. It made me feel better, but thank you guys for caring, and that...
Story time, Ambi.
That's exactly... I'm never mind. I guess I'm done.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey. I gotta continue the story.
I'll just keep listening to your story.
I've almost got the gamma arc reactor in working order, but based on Tony's last report, we need more safeguards. If we want to do this right, we're gonna need to bring in an expert. Who's the expert? Bruce Banner came with me at first, but I couldn't convince him to stay. Oh, we get to see where Hulk is. He exiled himself to a nearby region contaminated by gamma radiation. No one can survive there without proper protection, except for him, of course. Because, you know. But if he's out there, we need to find him. Well, how am I supposed to go find him? Go find my friend at the border of the contamination zone. She monitors the radiation levels. Maybe she can help you find Bruce. Oh sure. Let's wander into a toxic death zone to find a raging Hulk. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Hey, level up. There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, that's my basically advice is like, you know, if you really want to make the video, and even if it doesn't get any views, even if your network thinks it's stupid, you should just make the video. Like, what are they gonna do? Come over to your house and tear the video down? Like, they're supposed to be there to help you. You should just do what makes you happy. if it gets 1 view, but you enjoyed making it, then who cares? Like, why does it matter? Like, I mean, well, actually now it does mess up their YouTube algorithm, but
Yeah.
but if you're okay with it, then you should just do it. Like, you should just you have to take chances. You can't just let someone shoot every idea down, and you can't let them say, oh, this is probably a stupid idea, because you'll never know if it's stupid unless you try it. That's what I honestly think.
Thank you, Amber.
The
Whoops.
worst case scenario, everyone laughs at you and says, wow, I'm unsubscribing because that's the worst Spider-Man impression I've ever seen in my life.
Hurtful.
Then you can always take the video down if it's really that bad. But in reality, everyone loves Spider-Man.
Sorry, but this area isn't safe. Not even for people with fancy powers like yours. I'm looking for a friend. Big, green, smashy. Rhodey said he might be out this way. Ah, you want to find Bruce Banner. Suit yourself, but like I said, you'll die if you go any further. Maybe I can help. Some gamma mutants showed up while I was pumping water. If I don't close the valve now, this whole supply will become polluted. Can you get close to the valve and maybe take out the monsters while you're at it? Can I?
Farewell.
Yes, I can do that. That's going to be quite a while. 30 monsters.
Why are we with the network? Because you can get sued by people like Disney if you're not with the network.
Yeah, they
you
help.
have to be... They're there as a security blanket, just in case.
Security blanket with holes in it.
Basically,
security
they
blanket.
make your life a living nightmare. A lot of them do. But
It's a perfume.
they're supposed to help you if something bad happens. The only problem is, if something really bad happens and they don't help at all, that's when you get to the point where you can... Basically, what they're doing... Okay, let me explain. So, their part of the contract is they're supposed to help you if something really bad happens. Such as you keep getting flagged, your videos are being systematically taken down, you're being sued by Cartoon Network, whatever. Like, you're being destroyed.
No, you're not getting sued. If you're getting sued, they're gonna run away. If you get DMCA takedown.
You get DM, I don't know what that is, but basically, if other companies are trying to destroy your channel, or you're being attacked by whatever, or your videos are being just taken down like in droves, they get like 10% of your, or 10 or more percent of your income, so they will lose some money if you die. So basically, then they have a small, like, reason to try to help you. So then they'll step in and they'll help you from being destroyed. That's why people have networks.
Well, for the longest time, too, when we were a network, we were one of the longest running managed channels. Now, managed channels, if a managed channel goes down, it can take out your entire network. So the networks that we were in, they had to take an interest in us because we were part of their managed CMS. So,
When you get to the point where you're going to break your contract with a network, and we haven't, we've usually given notice, but
we gave 30-day notice.
You may have to get to the point where you break your contract with a network if, number one, they're withholding pay for months from you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're not paying you. And number two, they're not helping you with anything. Your videos are being systematically taken down and destroyed, and they're doing nothing. Which, I don't want to say names, but, you know, that's when you want to give your notice and leave. Because they're not upholding their part of the... Your part of the contract is... Actually, you don't really have a part of the contract. Your part of the contract is to just get yelled at by them and have to endure their weird phone calls. That's basically your part of the contract. Their part of the contract is they get 10% of your income for basically doing nothing. No offense, I'm not trying to be rude, but this is just reality. They get 10% for doing basically nothing. So, you know, so their part of the contract is if something bad happens, they're supposed to make a phone call and make sure your channel doesn't get destroyed. Which some of them don't do anything. They just sit there and they just let your channel die because they don't care, or they don't have enough staff to help you.
Or they don't know how to do it.
Or they don't, or they're incompetent, or they don't know what they're doing. Everyone there is 20 years old, and no offense to 20-year-olds, but they have no experience, they have no clue what they're doing, they don't even know how.
So let me explain this real quick. So the reason why we're leaving is I was YouTube certified. I was trained by Travis, aka K-Bro. I've been trained by other YouTube, like, people that had CMSs.
So I understand how to use copyright and how to deal with DMCAs and basically how to run a network by myself.
The scorpions are endless.
Yeah, I know, the scorpions are endless. So I basically was doing the job of the network for them, and I was just kind of tired of it. The views were going down. All the problems that they were supposed to do so I could focus on content and not be grumpy, because me reading emails from companies and trying to, you know, deal with copyright stuff when that's the reason I'm in a network to begin with, is they're supposed to fight the copyright for me. The fact that I was doing it for myself and doing their job for me is why Amber and I decided to, you know, leave the current network where we were, because I was doing their job plus mine.
Yeah, and also most networks, and also all networks online are supposed to have a third job, which nobody has been doing in any network since 2014.
Ad sales.
You're reading my mind!
Yep.
So why everyone is not getting paid and why you see all your favorite YouTubers depressed is that no YouTube network since 2014 knows how to sell ads.
No, it's not 2014. 2016. That's...
Since 2016 knows how to sell ads. They don't even think it's part of their job. They don't know how to do it. It's actually their job.
Travis lost his network at the end of
They don't know how to do it. They're supposed to be calling. Their job is, number one, to make that phone call in case your YouTube channel starts going downhill and being destroyed. Number two, they're supposed to give helpful advice, which they never do. And number three, and also deal with copyright claims. And number three, which no network has done since 2016, which is why YouTubers are getting maybe 1/100th or 1/10th of the pay that they usually do, which means they have to they have to make like 10,000 times more content. Basically.
Or they just go to Twitch.
YouTube networks since 2016, and even the networks we go to, we tell them, oh, how are you with ad sales? And they're like, how am I with what? They don't even know that it's their job. Like, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, you wonder why nobody's getting paid on...
Okay, alright.
The job of a YouTube network, they're supposed to call Hershey's, you know, delicious chocolate bar. They're supposed to call... you know, the Boy Scouts of America. They're supposed to call, you know,
nobody does
whatever companies that would mainly put ads on your channel. Whatever
Walmart,
companies, Target, Petco, whatever.
Petco.
They're supposed to be calling these places. This is their full-time job, which no network does. This is what their job is supposed to be, and we would love to do this. I would love to do this as a job, but this is not my job. I can't even do it if I wanted to. No one would talk to me. I don't work for a network. I should. I really should. That should be my job. I should apply, but they wouldn't even allow me to do that job because nobody at a network knows how to do it. They don't even know how to explain to someone how to do it.
Nobody at YouTube knows how to do it anymore.
So all you would have to do is call like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and be like, hi, how many ads would you like to place on my network for YouTube for this month? These are the channels that I have. I have a channel that chases like rabbits through the forest. I have Kwingsletsplays.
Can I continue?
I have a cooking channel. Here's the channels that I have in my network. How many ads would you like to place on these videos? And then they tell you the number of ads, they tell you the price, and then you call the next company.
Can I continue the story?
Nobody has been doing that since 2016. And that's why no YouTubers have been paid, because the networks are not doing their freaking jobs.
Amber, thank you. I ran around as much as I could. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, go ahead and drink this. It should temporarily reduce the effects of the gamma rays on this cellular level.
Goodbye.
Sweet. Now, what am I supposed to do? Where am I going now? Ooh, that's a nice actual look. That is a really nice looking suit. Oh, it's right there. I will take this, thank you. Ah, just curious, but does your skin abnormally turn green after you drink something? Huh? Green? Oh no, I'm hulking out! Aha, I'm just messing with you. Anyway, sorry, it gets pretty lonely here, and I've got to keep myself amused somehow. That's wrong. You're totally fine. I drink that serum all the time, and look at me. You are green.
But if you suddenly grow a new arm or two, you should probably give me a call. Okay, then. I will do that. Thank you very much. Finding Bruce Banner.
So basically, the ads you see on YouTube now... Okay, fine.
Amber, I'm trying to do the story now.
Alright, I'll look.
You don't have to leave.
Well, I feel uncomfortable.
There are too many of them. I think we're under attack or something. It takes Amber a while to get to the point. The longer we stay here, the more likely we'll turn into one of those things. Then perhaps you'll just wait and send you into the arena instead. Wait, what do we have here? Someone who doesn't know their place. After all, if the radiation and the gamma mutates don't kill them, we will. Yeah, that radiation must have done a real job on your brain, pal. Okay, go time.
Alright, so here's the CEO of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups now. They're like, oh,
Can you
here's
sum it
a
up?
really cool website. I'm going to put 40,000 ads on it. Here's another cool, great website. I'm going to put 40,000 ads. Here's YouTube. They never called me. Neither did anyone in any network. I guess they don't want my ads. I'll put one ad on here. And that's the reason why nobody is getting paid, because nobody calls the companies.
No,
to ask
YouTubers
for ads.
found other ways to be paid. In-video advertisements, or
Right.
aka sponsorships,
But
like...
the networks were supposed to be calling for the ads.
I know.
They didn't do their job.
I know, and they still don't.
Right.
But that's called summing it up, Amber.
I made my point.
Okay, good job. Good job making your point. But yeah, that's what's basically going on. So
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are delicious, OH.
they are delicious.
They are. Give us
Okay,
money,
okay.
Reese's. Put an ad on this video.
No, it doesn't work that way. Like, they only deal with television now. A lot of companies, like, after a certain time period and YouTube's negligence and idiocy and things like that, they left and they went back to cable or they went to websites. A lot of these candy companies now mostly hang out on sites that have to deal with, like, Flash games and, like, websites that are specifically targeting kids, like CartoonNetwork.com, Disney Channel. It won't be uncommon to see, like, a candy ad or, like, a toy ad or something like that. But for the most part, toy ads and a lot of those other stuff that are geared towards little people are on videos that are labeled for kids. But the for kids features on your channel actually impact you negatively. Like, it removes all your cool stuff, like your community tab, your super chats, your memberships. If YouTube wouldn't, like, penalize people so much for the for kids aspect, I mean, probably the payout for the for kids ads is better, but they remove more than half of your features. They rip you from the search engine. It seems like a really bad deal, you know? It's like not a good thing. But that's where all those candy companies and stuff are. They're on websites like Cartoon Network and Disney Channel.
Candy companies pay big time.
I think they're even on Hulu, too. I've seen Hulu
I think-
advertisements for
I
candy
think
and
that-
toys.
I'm going to say the decline of most... I think I'm going to just say the decline of our channel is mostly to the fact that there are no candy ads on YouTube anymore.
No toy ads either.
We used to get so many candy
We had
ads.
Lego ads. We had all kinds of stuff. One of our biggest sponsors was Walmart.
Here's how a channel is destroyed. I'll explain.
Can you do it quickly?
Yes. Your ads are gone, therefore you have no more business expenses to actually go on said trips to meet more developers, in which you would make more business contacts and actually get more games to cover and work with more software companies, because you do not have the finances to do that. So the less money you have to do that, the less you're able to make more contacts, the less games you're able to cover, and then slowly you just start sinking into oblivion and no one knows who you are, because your candy ads were gone from the beginning.
Candy ads.
And that's how you die, without candy ads.
Well, I mean, candy ads don't really pay out that much. I would say companies like Walmart and like Lego was a very big sponsor back in the day. All that stuff. But those, you know, most of the ads that I see today are for like
Right.
movies, and I hardly ever see any video game ads. There's a lot of mobile game ads that are all over YouTube.
Tim Drummel said that's seriously messed up that you do their job for them and they still take money from you.
Yeah.
That's
So I mean, I this is what I did, okay? This is my side of the story. I told them in writing, I said, look, this is my reasoning. We joined you guys. We had 2 million video views a month. Since joining you, we have declined 227,000 views a month with no stabilization.
By the time we leave in September, I said, I am projected, if I leave in September, which I'm trying to, our channel will probably drop around to 38 to 44,000 views a day. I was correct. We're at about 48 to 44,000 views a day with about 60 to 55,000 views on the weekend. That averages out to about 1,490,000 views a month, or 1,500,000 and whatever. That is a heck of a departure from 2 million video views a month when we joined with them. So, in my eyes, that's ground for termination because they violated their agreement with us, because we actually declined with them. Now, my friend, who we're going to be working with starting tomorrow sometime, when we're in his new network, if our channel was declining this much, for one, he would call my cell phone and be like, Luke, we need to have a little strategy meeting because we need to get this thing stabilized. Your channel is bleeding views. I gave this company, what was it, 2 months to come up with some type of plan. I said, look, if it drops to 40,000 views a day, which is going to seriously impact our income very badly, I'm going to need to leave. And I told them, like, I think it was like ever since July, because I saw where the data was going based on how much we were leaking. 227,000 views a month consecutively, which that right there is very fishy. That never happened with Freedom, never happened with Machinima. This network was literally bleeding views. Like, there was something wrong with their CMS. So I gave them plenty of time. I was doing their job for them when it came to copyright, actually reaching out to companies like Warner Brothers. They also tried to get my Warner Brothers contacts from me to help other people in the network. I said, no. These are my contacts. This is my whitelisting. You can't have any of that.
That's not the first time
Right, exactly.
That,
Yeah.
This one has been
So, you know, when I was doing their job for them, they were taking not 10%, they were taking 20% of the channel. You know, when you think of all our channels that are connected to it, I was done with it. I don't want to fight with these people. I don't like getting angry. I don't like fighting with anybody. You know, I just want to get up in the morning, do my job, make money, go to bed, repeat. Entertain my viewers, that's it. So, when I have to get all business on people, I don't personally like it.
Ni hao, said why, how's it going?
Hey, said why?
I don't know if we want to describe that scribe sorcerer because it was kind of like feisty, or it was a why did they take your friend's network away? And they're talking about not the last network we were in, they're talking about K-Bro's network a long time ago. But that was that's
a very hard story to tell. That's very complicated.
We actually almost got sued by a lot of people, and like a lot of people actually to this day still think that we did. Basically,
I don't think you can sum it up.
I don't think I can. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Not in too much detail.
There are some things that I cannot talk about because it's like...
It's not our network. It was Travis's.
It's not our network, and it's very like... Basically like...
I'll explain it, because
somebody in the network did something extremely shady, and then they blamed it on us and the head of the network. Even though we didn't do it, they did. And then everyone believed those people that lied, and actually they were the ones that did the shady thing, but in reality they believed it was us. And
yeah, that's your explanation's too confusing.
My explanation is really confusing.
Here's the bullet points, okay? So what happened with us and Travis? Well, Travis, his network, he went and he said, as he had some people who were under him, and he had basically he had shares in the network, so he was technically the majority share owner of the network, like of his company. He had some people in there who were running it, and some of the people had shares in the company as well as other YouTubers. When he left on vacation, the other shareholders, like in Batman Begins, used their opportunity and basically got Travis out of the network.
It was exactly like Batman Begins, where he said, didn't you get the memo? You're out of here.
So when Travis came back from his vacation after Christmas break, they had basically changed access to the CMS. It's like when we got hacked in 2020. So they stole his company, they segued him out, because there were some partners that didn't like him that, you know, foolishly were able to buy shares into Travis's own network when it went public, I guess. And we were, you know, one of their biggest people, and we wanted out in the network, and they wouldn't let us leave. And then they, because we were a supporter of Travis, and we wanted to be paid what we made, they, you know, caused a lot of problems with our channel, and we had to threaten litigation against them in order to get out. And then when we came after them with a legal thing, they fled the country. They were somewhere in the UK. They took all our money, and they and a YouTube insider left. And we didn't get paid for 3 months.
And there was a person from some country in Europe that ended up, like, he was like 16 or something, and he took like money from the company and he bought like
he was one of the people that fled.
A huge, like, hugely expensive car. It was like a...
Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. Travis was Bruce Wayne. His company went public, and a bunch of YouTubers who were very big, much bigger than us, bought shares in the company. They worked with his number 2 guy, and they kicked him out. And then Travis ended up working with us until 2016, or 2017. No, 2018. Travis was employed with us. And then he got a job with the state, and now he's off YouTube, but he still helps us out because we're like brothers. You know, we talk to each other, and, you know, we always...
We've been through Hades together.
We've literally been through hell together, yeah. So Travis introduced me to a person he used to work with, and we joined their network for 10 years.
If there was a person like, it's hilarious that somebody online thinks that they know personal information and they could take me down. There's only one person that knows personal information that could take me down, and that's my friend, K-Bro.
Yep.
If he wanted to say, you know, when I'm really upset or when I'm really on the edge, what I'm like, he could tell everyone and take me down. Because, yeah, I've been on the edge before, and he's had those long conversations with me. And so if he really wanted to take me down, but he wouldn't because we're friends, so...
Yeah, exactly. Looks like you've run into some nasty monsters. Those guys are the scour the edges of the contamination zone searching for mutated beasts. The Maestro uses these things in their arena. It's why we survive his games, I guess. Just a little further, and you should reach the center of the zone. Be careful, though. Wait, how is Rhodey following us if we're in a gamma radiation zone? Explain that to me. Like,
but yeah, like...
This is supposed to be a Fallout area. How is Rhodey hanging out?
Like, one thing, like when I was really upset, like, I usually have this persona... Especially in 2012, 2013, where I was just like, I don't even know how to say, like, very, like, the perfect angel online. And then K-Bro, like, heard me on the phone freaking out because I thought we were going to lose everything. Talking to Luke, and I didn't realize he was on the other line or he could hear me.
I said he was on the phone.
And... like, after that, he was just like, oh, okay. Like, he was completely fine with it. He was just like, okay. Like, and it's just like, so, K-Bro knows us better than anyone in the world. Like, he's been through the worst things
He lived with us for a month.
He's been through the worst things with us, and he, you know, he knows. Life gets really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh. This is actually a cutscene with voice acting. I believe. Or not.
Came all the way out here, and still nothing useful. Only these gamma freaks. Clear them out.
I mean, you're gonna send insects to... Okay. Just every once in a while, you'll actually get cutscenes.
If we want to please the Maestro, we'll need to find a real monster.
Okay, that was it. So
yeah, it's just odd that, like, you know, I don't want to go into it, but anyway, yeah, I'll just, like, it's just odd when people, like, act like, oh, I know you. It's like, I don't know anyone. Every network I go to, I don't know anybody there. Like, I don't really open up to anyone.
They don't treat Amber like a person, really.
Yeah, a lot of networks don't even say hello to me. Yeah, it's just really weird. Like, a lot of networks don't even say I'm part of the channel. It's just really strange. But, yeah, like, so it's very odd. But it's just not, it's not about them not treating me like a person. I'm just saying, like, we don't really go out partying with people from any network we work with. You know, we tried to make friends at Maker. They didn't want to be our friends, so, you know. So, like, I don't really, it's really hilarious when somebody online says, like, and I will say this to any of my viewers, when people online say, I know the K-Wings personally,
That's a very small circle.
I'm gonna tell you right now that nobody knows us personally. I don't even know, I have a hard time.
One couple in Pennsylvania.
I have a hard time
Two
even
people
interacting with my family for more than an hour.
2 people in New York.
I don't know anyone. I'm a very, I was voted shyest in my class.
Amber.
I hardly know
Amber.
anyone.
We have like at least 4 or 5 friends.
Right, but I'm just saying that, like, if somebody online says, I know the K-Wings, right there, you know there's a huge red flag, because we don't know anyone. I live in my house, I work here on this computer, I hardly know anyone. The people that I know more than anyone else are probably people the people that know me more than anyone else, the people I've interacted more than anyone else, are probably people that we've commissioned art from. They probably have worked with us more than anyone else.
But they don't know us.
They don't really know us, but we've talked to them more than a few minutes. So I'm just saying, like...
Oh, I'm supposed to actually...
I'm just saying right here, and, like, you know, that's probably why, you know, like, Chad has made art for us and asked us, like, hey, how does this look? So, like, we probably know Chad more than, you know, because it's like, he actually was able to make some awesome art for us, so it's like, we hardly ever interact with anyone, so it's just...
Outside of our viewers.
It's just really weird that somebody from online would be like, I know the K-Wings, because we absolutely do not know anyone. Like, we just are... We're kind of like ghosts. We just don't know anyone. We literally are like Batman. We literally just sit here and we have our little bat family and we do our computer thing and we go to bed and we have our cat and that's basically it.
Where is Zelda anyway?
Like that is basically it. Like that's why it's so odd whenever we get somebody that's like, I know you personally. It's like, really? Because I would have loved to have a friend. I don't have any.
I mean, I
like,
contacted...
That's what I feel is weird.
I contacted the people that I thought, you know, okay, this might be somebody we really know. And
it wasn't them.
No, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Sounds like
though.
an ex-fan.
I think that, you know, there are some people trying to say they know us personally and they're gonna take us down, but, you know, all of these horrible things they say, like, Amber doesn't really like working for Luke, you know, like, none of these stories are true about any of these networks, all these things that they keep saying, like, you guys aren't truthful, blah, blah, blah. Like, well, okay, maybe all those things are true. Maybe I am really a jerk to networks. Maybe I don't sometimes like working in the morning with Luke. So, like, maybe all these horrible things you're saying to me are true. But the one thing that is a red flag to me is you're saying you know me. That's what's a red flag to me. Like, maybe all these other things are true. Maybe I am a horrible, awful human being. But you just said that you know me, and I don't really know anyone. Like, I don't really know anyone online. I hardly... Only on business calls do I interact with people. In like a business manner. I don't really know anyone. Yeah. So, that red flag alone makes me wonder, like, who is this? Like, it's very odd when someone's like, I know you. It's like, I don't know anyone, though. Like, I think people I only know my husband.
Only know us based on some of the stories we tell about, you know, things that happen.
So, it almost feels like they want us to think that they know us personally from some friendship we had, but the joke's on them because we don't have any friends.
That's harsh.
We have a few friends in real life, like, that aren't really online very much at all, or aren't really related to
Well, they
YouTube.
started their own business.
Yeah. But
And,
it's not
and
really
another one,
related to
another one
YouTube.
is he's a part-time YouTuber and he has a job as like he works as a pharmacist. So I mean.
And the only other people that we really know are people that maybe we used to do music with.
Oh.
But that would be only like 1 or 2 people, and
That's a small circle too.
and those people, would have no reason to even, they don't even like YouTube. They wouldn't even care.
No.
Like, if we were scamming people left and right, they wouldn't even care. Like, they don't even watch YouTube. Like, why would they even care?
But we don't scam people.
Oh, I know we
Every
don't.
people who signs up for a membership, they get what they pay for.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying,
And
like,
beyond.
if we were horrible, they would have no reason to care. It would have nothing to do with them.
Our membership, which has been scrutinized by like a small hater group, like all our members have gotten pretty much what they paid for. The only thing that maybe people can say is I'm kind of lazy about adding people like with friends, but like all the ultimate members, you know, I've always taken care of them. Legendaries and Patreon people, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
Chad says, I was like saying that people who have done art for us know us better than anyone. And Chad says, I actually don't know the Kwings though. I don't even know their last name, says Chad. That's
a secret.
True. Sons of Gaming says, we don't have any friends. Luke feels insulted. Fernando, oh, Luke and Amber don't have friends.
Sorry, we don't have
So
time.
yeah, like, if you guys ever hear people saying like, now you guys know. If you guys ever hear people saying like, I know the Kwings personally.
Do you want to know what I thought it was?
You should just respond to them. Be like, hey, I was on their stream, and the joke's on you. The Kwings are losers. They don't have any friends, so just respond that.
I thought it actually was a relative for a second, but I haven't even told our relatives about like any of this stuff. I just asked people to pray. Like, I remember getting people involved when we had all that money stolen and had to pray for us and stuff like that because we didn't know if we'd be able to afford next month's rent. But that was like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
This is exactly why we don't like number one, we don't have time to make friends online or anything.
No, there's no time to spend.
But
the only time we have is to spend with each other.
But number two, like, we don't really get to know anyone because everyone online is untrustworthy, no offense. But, like, this is exactly why we don't get to know anyone, because they would just... You know, every conversation I have with any kind of network person, I'm always watching myself, everything I say. I'm very careful.
With exception to a few.
With exception to a few. But I really try to just watch everything I say. I don't want to say anything that would cause them to be like, oh, I have this information on her, like I'm gonna use it later.
There's nothing wrong with being guarded.
Yeah, well, I'm always guarded, and that's the thing. Like, it's But anyway, I think hopefully this will just blow over, but it's just. Whatever.
I don't know.
It might
depends.
not.
It
but,
depends.
I mean, whatever.
I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, Andrew Sweater said, oh, I was trying to go through,
That new health power up works really well.
It's honestly interesting because I didn't know any of this about YouTube. You guys are truly inspiring, full of wisdom. Thank you very much.
I don't know if we're full of wisdom.
Andrew Sweater.
We've been around since the beginning.
That was
so
an old comment, though.
yeah, we've been here. It's like the thing from Groundhog's Day, like you know.
We are really friendly. Ray John says, well, the Kwings seem to be really friendly, but I know every YouTuber's busy to make friends. Yeah, I mean, the thing is also, guys and gals, Luke can't really... I interrupted you.
Huh?
Luke has...
I'm just fighting mutated
Luke has
dogs.
a lot of medical problems, so we can't really go to another YouTuber's house and just pal around and hang out with them and, you know, like, drive cross country and drive through pollen and eat whatever is in their fridge. Like, literally, Luke has so many allergies, medical problems, like, it is not easy for us to just randomly get in the car and meet strangers all the time.
We've gone to a select few, and by few, I mean, I can count on one hand how many YouTubers' houses I've actually gone into.
Luke has to feel like his medical issues are not going to be a problem when he goes somewhere, and it has to be super safe. And most people, even people that we just know or meet casually, like, say, like,
Danny and Evelyn.
at an event or church or anything like this, or people we meet in real life, or, yeah, Danny and Evelyn, where we made a game convention. Even people that we meet in real life, like, what was I gonna say? Like, we are hesitant to go over and visit them anyway because their house might have pollen around it. Like, we have very good friends in Pennsylvania, and we haven't really. Luke's never been to their house.
I can't go to their house
because they live in a farm area that he can't breathe.
Yep.
So Luke's never been to their house. They've been to our house many times. So it's like,
Yep.
Luke cannot travel to go.
Before the pandemic.
Luke cannot even travel to visit other YouTubers, even if he wanted to.
With the Danny and Evelyn, we've gone to their house twice in the span of 4 years, and we knew them for 5 or 6 years, and it took me 2 years to get the courage, because they'd always invited us, and I was always like, well, why don't you come to our hotel, or why don't we meet up at this restaurant or so. I was too nervous to go to their house. I didn't know where they lived. I didn't know if their house, what it smelled like. I was worried I was going to have an anxiety attack, and I was going to ruin that friendship. So, I mean, it takes me a long time to even open up to somebody in a real life setting and kind of open up about my illness and just be like, okay, this is a possibility, or, you seem really nervous. Like, Danny was nervous the first time I was in his house because he was like, I don't understand why you're sweating and stuff. It's like, oh, it's not you, it's literally me. Like, your house is lovely, you guys are nice, I really like you guys, I value our friendship. It's just like, I don't do well outside of my home. I have agoraphobia.
Luke doesn't do well going new places.
No.
New smells and things that aren't normal.
I have to stay at the same hotels in New York City and Boston that I've always stayed at.
We used to have to get to a hotel like 2 or 3 days before the convention and have to pay much more money than everybody else to go there, because we would have to be there a couple days before and a couple days after. That's why we would work so hard. Like, there's a lot of people now, like haters and stuff, questioning us, like, oh, like, this doesn't cost this much, or this didn't
live
like
within
blah
your
blah
means.
blah. Like, it's like, well, actually back then everything did cost a lot, because we had to be there 2 or 3 days before and 2 to 3 days after.
And we would work there.
We would have to be working the whole time. We would actually have to order a fridge for Luke's medicine.
Yep.
And for all of his, like, it was a miracle. Like, if, I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, if we did not have YouTube, then Luke and I would not be married, and Luke would possibly be in a hospital right now, and I would be completely alone in a little shack with no money and no food and anything. Like, because of YouTube, we were able to survive. Like, you have no, like, it was a miracle that YouTube even happened.
Yeah, because our marriage was like, because the problem is, in order to be a young married couple, you both have to be able to bring in the bacon, right? It's a teamwork. Well, Amber was working 3 jobs, and I was working 3 jobs, but I got fired from all of them because of my medical issues. So I was on, even after I got SSI, like, SSI wasn't paying enough for an apartment. Like, I wasn't pulling my own weight. If the YouTube thing hadn't given me a sense of, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, it gave me a sense of drive. It gave me a sense of accomplishment. It gave me a purpose and an income. Hope. Yeah. I mean, my doctors were kind of amazed at my, not necessarily recovery, but living with all the crap that I go through.
Basically, a lot of the problems we're having now with the finances and stuff is because at the time Luke was on SSI, Social Security income. Basically, they told him he should just never work again and sit at home
Drooling in a
and stare
cup.
at the wall,
Yep.
and he could not interact with anyone for the rest of his life. Before that,
Just let your wife take care of you.
before that, his family told me that they were going to put him in a home and he was going to drool in a cup and never come out. And I was actually told to leave. Do not marry him. Do not come here. Do not drive towards here. Just
I was a
go
lost
away.
cause. Yeah.
Basically, like, over and over and over and over and over again, we were told that Luke would never ever be able to do anything, ever even be able to even get up or even out of bed or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And over and over again, like, just, I don't know how to explain it, but
Society gave up on me pretty much.
basically, like, this
There
is what
she
people,
is.
this is the reason why, and I'm going to explain it. This is the reason why I know people don't believe me, whether you were religious or not, it doesn't, whatever, but if you're religious or not, or if you believe in meaning in life at all, this is the purpose why Luke and I are on YouTube. This is the purpose. Because there are other people that have disabilities like Luke that people have given up on and told they might as well just drool in a cup and die. And they have been wanting to basically... We get letters every week for over... We've gotten letters for over 13 years. Every week. There's not a single week we don't get a letter about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. I'm not joking around.
No, it's true.
There is not one week in the last 13 years that has not gone by that we have not gotten a letter about this. Every week we get another letter of someone who has not killed themselves. I am not joking around. And this has happened every week since we've been on YouTube for 13 years. And this is why we're here. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just jumping around failing at video games. Luke's not necessarily doing anything. He's just surviving and doing a great job doing his voiceover and reviewing games. Well, I'm telling you
I don't really review
that
anymore. I'm
this
just a
is
Let's Player now.
why we're here. Not from anything we've done. It's almost like God himself, like, allowed Luke to have a disability so that he could just bring him online
I would not be happy about
and
that.
push him in front of everyone and being like, look at this guy. He's in pain every freaking day. He's on the edge every day and he's still here. So if he is still here, you should also not give up either. And that is what is being said every single day behind the scenes to somebody, not to normal, like, over maybe 500,000 people or millions of people that watch. It's just a joke. It's just a stupid channel. It's just meaningless. The K-Wings are a joke. They're just losers. Whatever people always say. But to the one person that needed to see it that week, it wasn't a joke. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna kill myself this week, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, don't say that too much
I don't want
because
to say that,
the,
but I'm
the
just,
video
I'm just saying, like, that is what it is.
that's a trigger.
And like that, like, if we didn't have YouTube, there was no way. There was no way. We were working 3 jobs each,
Yep.
and you know, there was no way. The first day, you know, the people that are like doing the hate now, I really think that what it is they cannot even comprehend how hard our life has been. They cannot accept it because they actually took down our, you know, they did stuff to us a long time ago and ruined our lives and caused...
Oh, you really think this is an older person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They caused me to have health issues that I will probably never recover from a long time ago. And they want to justify it. They want to say, you lied about all these health conditions, you lied about financial trouble, you lied about having networks accuse you, you lied about having people against you, you lied, none of this ever happened. And I'm saying right now, no, it did happen. You just cannot handle the truth. You cannot comprehend how hard it has been. And I know, and they're trying to now come back and say,
Oops.
They're trying to come back now and say all of your members and your subscribers and your Patreons are being duped. It's a lie. They're, you know, they're being tricked. And I'm telling you, no, it is not. We have had a really hard life, but you don't have to. You do not have to be a member. You do not have to be a Patreon. You do not have to be any kind of person that supports our channel. If you don't want to be, we will never judge you. We will never say, how dare you stop being a member. I don't want you to ever... If you don't want to be, do not. If there's any doubt in your mind that anything is wrong, then don't do it. But we will offer the best ever memberships we can ever offer and have the best gameplay and the most fun streams.
I can't promise the best gameplay.
But if you don't ever want to, if you want to believe the haters, fine. I don't care. You don't have to. But I'm telling you... Number one, you know, I'm not a perfect person, but the health conditions and everything that we've gone through is the truth. And number two, like, we want to make our memberships to the point where you don't have to feel pity. It should be like a fun thing that you get a really good perk. And if your perks aren't good enough, we will make them better so that they're worth it.
Can I continue now?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. But maybe not. I'm looking at that map data there thing. There seems to be another high concentration of gamma energy, and it's moving. I'll send you the coordinates now. Okay, then. Am I going to level up at all? No. Wait, I'm almost at a level 97, but not as much as I wanted to. Just so you guys know, this is mostly a grinding stream, and grinding streams always get a little weird, especially if there are new people here. We're just dealing with something and trying our best to, I don't know. And also, Travis isn't, like, flagging me down or texting me, so there's obviously not, like, a huge issue right now. But then again, Travis has a family and, like, you know, kids and wife and stuff now, so it's not like everything the same as it was.
That's why I do, like, the haters that are coming after us now are like, oh, people are just doing this out of pity, but I've never ever tried to do anything out of pity. Like,
Whoa!
Luke and I always try to work very hard, and so, like, if anyone ever does not want to be a member or a subscriber or a patron or anything, they do not have to be. Like, I never would ever want anyone to do anything out of pity, ever. So I always believe, you know, like, if this didn't happen, if, you know, anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm done.
Something's coming. What?
Uh-oh. Well, we found Bruce Banner. Oh, he's gonna transform? Wow, this is like the... Oh my gosh, he killed Iron Man? They had him... He was the one who killed Iron Man?
It has been far too long, Bruce.
Wow. Dang. That's dark. Still cutscene.
But a proper reunion will have to wait, it seems.
Yeah, he can't turn into the Hulk because he's got issues. He's responsible for killing Iron Man. That's messed up.
So yeah, thanks Fernando, thanks guys. So yeah, I'm sorry for getting into it. It's like, yeah, like I was saying, the reason why we're in financial struggle now is not only was that money stolen from us many years ago, but also, you know, YouTube has cut our income so much, but also Luke was on SSI at the time many years ago.
Uh-oh.
Like, and he was in such bad shape medically that they would not even let him off his SSI. We begged them to stop sending the money, and we paid it all back to them, but there was like some weird tax error where we have to pay it like 2 or 3 times over again to the IRS at this point.
And to SSI.
And then we have to pay back the money back to SSI. They demanded it all back from many years that we asked them to not take it. And we actually took the money and we gave it all to the IRS. So it's just it's really interesting when we have haters come back and say, you need to live within your means, when I literally have not, like, I have not even gone to a clothing store for 6 years. Like, I don't even, like, I have glasses that I got free 5 years ago, and I have not gotten new glasses. Like, I don't think that they even understand, like, I don't even go, that's half the reason I don't even go on camera anymore. Because, like, I'm just wearing, like, I don't want to appear like a bum, because that's kind of how I look recently, because I don't have the funds to, like, make my hair look pretty and put nice makeup on and have a cute new pink shirt on and look all bubbly and stuff. I do not even have the ability to do that anymore. Like, I don't care though. Like, it does. I'm just thankful to have a roof over my head and to continue the channel. But it's really hilarious that people are like, oh, like, haters coming back now saying, like, you're duping all your fans. It's like, really? Because That's the first person we called was K-Bro, and I said, if I had an extra several $1,000s or whatever, the first thing I would do is go on conventions so I could actually make contacts with business companies that I haven't been able to make in 6 years. And the second thing I would do is hire K-Bro back, because I even told him on the phone today. I told him, I said, in front of you were there, I said, if... I said, there's one reason why our channel's plummeting, because you're not working with us, K-Bro. Because we can't even afford to hire you. And there's your answer right now. Why half of our views are down. We don't have the important component of our channel, which is K-Bro.
Which is Travis, yeah.
And if we had an extra $1,000, we would hire him again to do tremendous amount of work that he did before.
Yep, he was the behind-the-scenes guy. Leroy sent a super chat. I don't know what it is.
I'm just saying, like, these people are...
Yep.
Like, yeah, they're just insane. They would do this.
I'm running out of battery. Leroy sent a super chat. I need to continue the story. So,
okay, yeah, of course. Leroy says, I'm going to tell you I have to take a break from member for next month and maybe tell you what happens on DM today or tomorrow, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Leroy.
Why did you not change into the Hulk? You could have been killed. I would have finally been at peace. I do not understand. The Hulk is a monster, Valkyrie. We've known that since the day he was born. The world is a better place without him in it. Bruce. No one blames you for Tony's death, Bruce. Not anymore. Maybe you don't, but you weren't the one who felt his armor crushing in your hands. I lost what little control I had of the Hulk, and my friend died. He didn't deserve for that to happen. The Maestro manipulated your big green friend with one of his slave control discs. This is his fault, and if we can repair the Gamma Arc Reactor, we can stop him just like we planned. You think Tony and I designed that reactor to stop the Maestro? Ha! Not quite. It was created to cure me, Rhodes. We built it to kill the Hulk. What are you talking about? Tony and I had a theory back before the worlds merged. If we drain the gamma energy out of my cells, we could destroy the Hulk. And if we destroyed the Hulk, the Maestro would go with him. Because one look at that guy and the truth is clear. He's me. Or rather, me once I gave up fighting and finally let Hulk take rage and full control of my body. Whatever dark future the Maestro came up from here, we thought we could prevent it from happening. But the reactor was too dangerous. Tony refused to test it on me, and he wouldn't risk killing his best friend. And in the end, I was the one who killed him. So now I keep the Hulk locked away inside me because if he ever comes out, then maybe I won't live to see the Maestro come out either. You're seriously still holding a grudge because one of your best friends wouldn't kill you? Man, and I thought the Hulk was messed up. I know, right? I think what you want. It doesn't change anything. Now leave me alone. Not a chance, Banner. I understand your pain. We all had to deal with that. Would happen in many ways. But the time to mourn is over. We can't save SAKAAR without that reactor, or without you. If you're not willing to do this for yourself, do it for Tony. Fine, but 2 conditions. 1, the Hulk's not a part of this. You get me, that's it. And 2, if that changes, if he gets out, use that reactor on me first. We might only get 1 shot, Bruce, and that'll be aimed at the Maestro. But if it comes down to it, you know I'll do what has to be done. Good. I trust you, James. And I know you well enough to know that you do this, whether I helped or not. Okay, my life might not matter to me anymore, but I guess it's not just about me. I'll help you finish that reactor. According to Tony's test data, we need a magnetic field generator and gamma absorption controller. I think I can whip up the field generator from the parts I've got here, but the gamma controller... Yeah, that's my area of specialty. We need it as a stable gamma core. At the time, we didn't know how to build one, but now... Well, let's just say I spend time every second here just wanting to die. Wow! I'll get started, but I'm gonna need a sample of that irradiated water. That's messed up. That is seriously messed up. I don't like this version of Bruce.
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Leroy. And Sons of Gaming says, so you're telling us all this stuff, but you don't consider us friends. Yeah, we do consider you guys friends.
I said my audience, my viewers.
Our viewers are like our friends, and that's like one of the things that the people recently said against us, or whoever's talking about us, is basically saying like, you know, you shouldn't be so personal with your audience. But it's like, well, we're kind of going through like a crisis that's lasted for 6 years, and our audience is the only people that have gotten us through it. So our audience has become our friends in many ways.
Uh-oh.
You know, I don't.
Okay, Amber.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm done.
We don't have time because my battery's gonna run out, and I need to
sorry.
delay my stream. Sorry. Okay. Great. This should give us the baseline radiation levels the core needs to operate. Now to calibrate the core, we need to collect some readings of the gamma ray extractors that the Maestro installed. Can you get that data to me before, while I keep working? I guess I can do that. So that's going to be over here. And then what do you guys expect me to do after that? There's no way I can fight the Maestro. Like, I hope that's not today. Just as I suspected, we're not the only ones trying to harness gamma energy. The Maestro is clearly looking to weaponize this radiation as well. Bring me all the data you've gathered. It should help. Okay. Well, we'll do that then. Whoop. Come on, phone, hold out on me. Because I know that you're running out of batteries.
Sorry, I missed your whole day.
Nope, I'm fine. Hey, that data you proved is more than enough to calibrate the gamma core. Good job. Now, I just need to test the exposure limits on organic cellular structures. That means I need you to secure me a live specimen. I know it sounds cruel, but take it from me. If they were mutated by gamma, they're living in constant pain anyway. Whether the core cures them or kills them, it'll be an act of mercy. Wow!
Stay strong.
All right. That's enough for today. How do I leave? Can I leave? Can I go back and come back later? Because, yes. There we go. There we go. All right. So anyway, people, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Big Time Spider-Man. Sorry that some things changed tonight. There was some stuff that happened that was beyond our control. Some things had to be talked about. Some things probably shouldn't have been talked about, but whatever. The next stream is a sponsored stream, so it will not have to do with what happened this evening. It is on a game called Steel Assault, brought to you by the company Tribute, who are responsible for the upcoming Ninja Turtle Shredder game that comes out next year. And that is a sponsored stream. So, with that being said, you guys have a good one. I will see you on the next stream in about, 15, 20 minutes. And got to charge my phone and also check in on some of my PR emails and see what's going on with that. But, yep, thanks so much, everybody. I hope you had fun. And I do consider my audience friends. I was talking about people that know me, quote, on a personal level. That is a very, very small circle. It's, you know, more than just interactions and DMs. Like, I am very thankful and I like speaking to my audience on, you know, social media and other places, but like to use a term that somebody knows me intimately, I mean, I don't share everything with online people like that I would with, you know, people I actually know in real life. So that was cause for a little bit of alarm tonight.
Probably share more with our streaming audience than we would in a business phone.
Yeah, definitely. My audience knows me pretty well, but you don't know everything about me. So, I don't even know what my favorite color is. That's a very good question. All right, guys. I'll catch you in a little bit on the sponsored stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. There was about 90 of you guys, maybe 100. I don't know. This was a filler / story-based stream. And, yeah. All right. So catch you in a little bit on the next one. Bye-bye.